What's going on? What's going on? We back, man. Literally is no pressure. We finally got Kaylis Unique. I'm saying it right?
That's beautiful. Kaylis Unique, it is.
Okay, so
Kaylis what? Unique?
Kaylis Unique.
scoot up a little more. Can you scoot up a little more?
Can y'all hear me?
Kaylis
Yeah,
Unique
good.
in the
They
don't see
motherfucking
me.
building.
Yeah, you sound good. So I guess tell us where you originally from.
I'm originally from Albany, Georgia, 229 the Highway.
So what's the music scene like in Albany?
I couldn't tell you recently, but when I was a kid, I was listening to legends, in my opinion, like OE, Big Nod, and Phil Mob comes from Albany. They're like the only people from Albany that I know who just went
That took
somewhere.
off, yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's some rap legends in Albany, Georgia.
So when did you come to Atlanta?
I moved to Atlanta. Oh man, I've been all over the place. I lived in New York. Atlanta was high school when I moved to Atlanta. So 2000. Ooh, I'm about to give away my age. 2004. I moved to Atlanta and started high school.
Okay, so I guess how was your upbringing? Like, was your parents together or like?
Well, I had my stepdad. I didn't even know he wasn't my real dad until I was about 7 or 8 years old. And as far as I'm concerned, it could have stayed that way.
Yeah.
No shade. I mean, it's shade, but it's real shade. But my mom was a teacher. So my upbringing was summer reading, libraries, no cable, like
So you lyrical.
bedtime.
You been reading, you lyrical then.
I was very aggravated as a child because so many other people were doing fun things, and my mom just had me reading books, and I had to do book reports. But I'm so thankful. My mom really set me up for success with even the schools I went to, the programs she had me in, all of that.
I remember when I was younger, like when they used to ask me to do book reports, I just read the back and just kind of summarize it and make up, and they
Right.
thought I read the book. That's how I used to beat that shit. But
Yeah. They had a thing called accelerated reader when I was in school. You had to take a test for the
Yes,
bitches.
AR.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
okay, what was the most dramatic experience like you had so far,
Oh my gosh.
and how did it affect you like to this day?
Okay, let me think about it. Give me a second.
Oh my God, we pulling out these questions. You got some questions for you.
Yeah, ask me one more time.
What's the most dramatic experience in your life, and how has it affected you till this day?
I want to say the military, and I don't want to get into detail, but I had to get out. And upon getting out, I worked hard towards doing what I'm doing now. I refuse to work for anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm self-made. I want to help everybody else know that we don't have to work for other people. You know what I'm saying? We really don't. And the thing is, people get confused. You can work a 9 to 5. After their 9 to 5, give yourself an hour or two on something that you want to do. Something that you know what I'm saying, are the mind behind. A lot of people just go to work, they too tired, excuses. So yeah, you gotta play the game, but just do it right. Just have a plan. You can work your 9 to 5, but get out of there. You can sell dope, but turn that money clean. You can't, you know what I'm saying, gotta play the game a little bit.
Okay, so what inspires you to write music?
Nature. I'm inspired by nature. I'm inspired by just normal day-to-day activities. I'm inspired a lot by the things that I've been through. And just, whatever might be going on in the world. I've written quite a few songs just based on something was going on. And I just decided to just write about it.
Hey, you gonna open that door? This is strong deal. Yeah, man. Okay, okay, when you first started, yeah, that's cool, that's cool. Yeah, leave it like that, yeah. Okay, so when you first started doing music, like I guess I don't know if your friends changed, did they support you at the time when you was like, I'm about to do this music?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta tell my little story. So, I was originally a manager. That was like 5 years ago. Where I'm at now, I know that it's a CEO handling business type thing. Artists don't really need managers unless they got a lot going on and they need stuff to be managed. But I feel like once you make it, that's when you can manage because you need help with a lot of stuff. I was a manager and I managed several artists and nobody was just matching my vibe, matching my work ethic, matching my anything. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get in the booth. I was scared as hell, nervous, because this is not what I had done. I can write, but I would much rather write. I would much rather write and be behind the scenes as opposed to being on the mic or. But yeah, so I have lost a lot of friends.
Oh, yeah.
What is happening over there?
All right, that's not a problem. Got you. Peace.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, my man, I have lost a lot of friends. I cut people off almost on a frequent basis. I cut people off because I just don't have time. I don't have time.
I thought that was cool.
That's what I thought.
Oh, I thought it was cool, bro.
Hell no.
I don't have time for
I
I
get
don't see nobody here smoking, dog.
the lack of
Yeah, well, let me put this shit.
effort that people have. So I feel like a lot of people gonna be really, really upset. In my mind, I've already made it. Like I know what I have going on. The people around me know what I have going on. I don't have to post it on the internet because that draws negative attention. In my case, I don't know if people are more upset with the fact that it's me that's making it and doing something outside of my normal realm, but it is what it is. Like, people really hating on me. People really counting me out, you know. People really sleep on me, and that's fine, because I'm going to wake everybody up. I'm just in no rush for my greatness. I have a plan, and it's panning out, you know what I'm saying?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I ain't trying to mess you up. I'm just showing spray before they complain next door. It goes through the vents in the church.
Okay, so who is your biggest supporter
In music?
in life and music?
On my side. I would have to say, okay, my mom, man, she been holding it down since day one. She's been in my corner. She's listening right now. She's in my first video. Like, she encourages me to do this, and it came as a shock to me, just because I know she doesn't listen to rap music, you know what I mean? But she's one of my biggest supporters, and then my girl, of course, she supports me to the utmost, like, and because I have deeper conversations with her, and she knows who I'm mad at, or like just really what's going on, she's just able to help me in that aspect of just calming down, moving forward, keep getting stuff done, encouraging me, and then, you know, giving me pats on the back. Like, it's always good to have somebody in your corner.
So that's your girl who here now?
Hell no. Oh my God. No, absolutely not.
So your type is more the girly girl type of.
Yeah, my girlfriend is a beautiful. She's a supermodel. She's gorgeous. If you think I'm beautiful, you should see my girlfriend. I'm just, how do I say this? I'm very well balanced. Like, I don't have to, I'm very feminine. I'm probably the most feminine, masculine person you've ever met. Androgynous is the word. But I'm very feminine. Like, I can't wait to have kids in a house that I built with my hands. You get what I'm saying? Like, people don't know, people think they know me.
Oh, so you want to have kids yourself?
Yes, that's what I said. I will. Me and my girl will both have kids.
Okay, I want to get into that. Okay, so
Yeah.
so you want to get like artificially inseminated, or y'all just gonna pick somebody and be like,
Now
yeah.
I'm gonna get deep. I know I'm not an animal out in nature, but animals mate for a reason and for a season. I can't leave this earth without having some mini me's. I'm too dope for that. So the lucky guy, you know what I'm saying, who gets to have my children, have my girl's children, is gonna be a certain level of understanding and a spiritual connection going on with that. I really don't want to pay no money anyway to do that, to do what's natural. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand it, but that's why I'm Kaylis unique.
Okay, that's what's up. The real 100 he might be a soda, you know what I'm saying?
That sound dope to me. That sound dope to me. That's all I have.
So both of y'all gonna have kids. Like you gonna have two, she gonna have two.
I would like to have like 10 kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want a village. I really do. I want to have all my kids in the house, at home, you know, water birth type thing.
Okay, I just popped in my head. Okay, since you real good looking or whatever, you know, you got the lighter skin, so like
I do.
like so, all right, like so, like I guess with your kids, you know, some females like they pick guys because of their skin. So do you want your kids to be like a certain color?
We just had that conversation. I do not care about any of that.
Oh, okay,
I do not care. I already have the gentleman in mind, and it's not because of the color of his skin or anything like that.
But but for real though, most women they won't say that. You get what I'm saying? They'll just say, I like this color.
I just had a conversation about that. That's crazy. Yeah, no.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Okay, I guess what's the most embarrassing moment in your life so far?
That shit loud.
My bad.
Yeah, I'm talking about that weed. That weed is loud.
The most embarrassing moment, man.
I thought it was cool, my bad.
I can't even really think of a time I've been embarrassed, because I don't really get embarrassed. Like, now that I think about it, I laugh stuff off. The most embarrassing thing lately is the walk of shame back to the car for my mask. Like, that shit be pissing me off.
Me
Like,
this shit is when
you
you
know,
stress.
and then-
Damn, I gotta put this mask on.
And then prior to the new rules, I would not wear my mask and people would just be looking at me crazy. I guess that's just the most embarrassing I ever felt, because I was just like, dang, like you don't have to look at me like that. But yeah, I don't really get embarrassed.
Okay, well, you know, I've been going through a little shit. Okay, you know how you could be with your girl, right? And some dude a slick flirt with your girl, like, okay, give an example, like, they talking to somebody, right? And somebody might touch their leg or something, like, out of the blue, and you be like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, so, how do you handle stuff, like, when you see, like, a guy, like, slick flirting with your girl or whatever?
Well, normally I don't have to say anything. She's gonna bite his head off before I do. But yeah, it happens, especially in the club, because dudes just don't care. They're very disrespectful. But it's just like, you know, you laugh it off, you keep moving, because if I give people what they really need half of the time, I'd be a very negative person. So as long as you don't violate any further, as long as you don't, you know what I'm saying, do too much, then we're not gonna have any problems. But that's a recurring issue. Like, most women can't even go to the club with their friends. let alone who they with.
Right.
You know what I mean? And get bothered.
So you think it's worse because you know you like a female, like guys, like oh she
You know
can't
what they
whoop my
always
ass.
say?
What?
That's benefiting them. They like that. Like they don't care. Cause usually I'm like, we're together. Oh well, both of y'all, whatever. But I don't think. No, your question. I don't think anybody is trying me because I'm a female. I would hope not. I never thought about that. Maybe so.
They might
You
feel
just
like
put a
you
new-
weak or you know what I'm saying? Like you ain't
Yeah.
gonna beat my ass.
If they
That's all.
only knew,
You know what I'm
if they
saying?
only knew, and I won't beat anybody's ass. But I know where all the pressure points at.
Talking like she got that.
Well, you can't take it in the club though. You
Shimmy.
I'm
Unless
not
you
even
know
talking about
something.
that. That of course, there's plenty of that too. But
Oh, you got, martial arts. You
I
gotta
was
hit
a, I
these
was a
person-
cop in the military, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
know some moves,
Oh.
like some UFC
Oh.
training.
You don't hit a motherfucker behind their ear, they gonna just
And
drop.
yeah, yeah. Two
Oh.
fingers.
okay? So what do you feel like? What's the most important thing an artist need to like make it?
Patience. You gotta have patience. I'm gonna put it to you this way. I have a garden. I grow vegetables, etc. You plant the seed. It's a tiny seed. Sometimes I put seeds in the ground like, dang, is this really gonna work? That's kind of how it is on the, the path in the music industry. You just have to plant that seed and you keep going, you keep working, and you don't give up. Now, the important thing too is that you plant more than one seed. You get what I'm saying? So as in regards to music, you want to make sure you know how to operate different avenues of your music. You don't want to just drop stuff on SoundCloud. You want to drop it everywhere. You want to be on YouTube. You want to be here. You want to be there. In the garden, all your seeds don't always bloom. Same thing might happen in the industry. But if you got other seeds planted, you always got something else you can keep working on. And eventually, from a seed to we eating now. So that's my advice. Patience and just watch it grow and love it and take your time with it. Like, don't be in a rush.
Okay, so what artists that you hear like right now that make you want to step your game up when you hear their music?
Beyonce. She's just so hard. Like, I can't believe how incredible she is. Like, she makes me want to step my game up. Her, Wayne, and there's a guy named YBN Corday. I don't know if y'all know him or not.
I know who that is.
I really like him because something I struggle with is trying to mix the consciousness with the trap. You know what I'm saying? Just so I don't lose nobody, because people really don't. They not fucking with J. Cole unless he on a feature. You know what I'm saying? But he has bars, he has knowledge. I feel like YBN Corday has it to a science.
For him to be so young.
For him to
too.
be so young, exactly. He's an outstanding young man. He makes me want to step my game up.
Well, you gotta be truthful to yourself. I wouldn't try to chase a certain sound. You get what I'm saying? Like that's what gonna make people gravitate towards you. If you ain't trying to mimic or you feel like you gotta change up to cater to the audience.
True.
So just like Black, who I really like
Yeah, he's dope.
like he don't, cause right now like if an artist come to Atlanta, they dress like all the other artists in Atlanta. They change their clothes. Like everybody get dressed, like they want to look exactly like the Atlanta artist. So Black, like he be wearing his clothes big or whatever. Like he don't try to get the heavy bass beats. He kind of do music that he want to do. So that's what makes me want to listen to somebody like all the time. So okay, I guess okay. Do you believe like love comes with loyalty? Do you think they separate, or is loyalty included with love?
Oh yeah, I think loyalty has to be included with love.
You think so?
Yeah, because how can you love somebody if you're not gonna be loyal and communication and, you know, making sure nobody else is trying no crazy shit or whatever.
I think it's separate because I look at it like how married men, we, you know, well, I'm saying we like I'm married. Like, you know, you can love your wife, but you still want to fuck hoes. So
Then you don't love her.
that's, I mean, you love her. Like, you'll kill somebody for her. You'll do anything for her. I think it's
I don't
separate.
believe that's love.
I think you gotta have both.
Because you
But I
kill
don't
somebody
think
for you love her, right?
Yeah, because like I remember I seen this movie, right? And it was like a couple, they was together like for like 40 years, you get what I'm saying? And she killed her husband because she wanted a child or whatever, and he didn't want to bring in another child. But I felt like she loved him, but it wasn't no loyalty there. I put it like that. I think somebody can love you like that and still probably could kill you because it's no loyalty. That's how I look at it.
Okay, I respect your opinion. That's a different outlook than I would have had. But I definitely, don't tell me you love me if you're not gonna be loyal.
I mean, that's because I was like going back and forth with a female. She was like, "Well, you don't love me. You ain't gonna, you know, if you ain't gonna be faithful." So
Yeah.
that's how they look at it.
That's why, from your perspective, I completely understand.
Okay, I'm gonna switch it up. Okay, so do you feel like can being gay, you think that's gonna affect you moving in? I guess you moving up in the game.
I don't care about moving up in the game.
Of any kind of success, you feel like it'll kind of hurt you in some kind of way.
You know what? Me being
Not in
gay.
2020.
You know what? Me being gay has got me my whole life. Just hated on, and that don't do nothing but make me go even harder. Cause it doesn't matter. You're not gonna touch me. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was in the military. Dudes couldn't stand that I was out running them, that I was out climbing them. But it just is what it is. You don't have to be mad. This is just me.
Well, I think being gay, it's more of like it'll help you now because it's like a lot of gay people got power. So, and even if you say something, negative about gay people, like you fuck up your career, like you will get calls saying change what you got to say. So it kind of worked.
Yeah.
It worked better for you now than I say like probably like 20, 30 years ago. So.
I really the gay stuff in the media. I'm aggravated. Like it really don't even apply to me. Like I feel like they do a lot with the whole LGBT thing. Like we got a lot of stuff we can address. Our personal life choices and lifestyles shouldn't be all everybody's concern. Like if you don't like gay people, then you just don't. Whatever.
Okay, so what laws have you taken and it taught you the most?
Dang, I want to say the military again.
Damn, Sam.
Wow, for real.
Ask me the question again.
What laws have you taken and the laws that you taken and it taught you the most?
Damn. Yeah. The military. I lost a lot, including my mind in there. Like I had to coming out of there, getting into meditation, changing my diet, changing the way I live. I hated it, but it made me a better person. Like I'm so far ahead. Like I'm a star. Like I'm beaming. Can you feel that? The aura.
You feel a lot of people talk that.
But I had to go through a whole lot in the military to even get here, to even find things out and begin to seek the knowledge that I needed. You know what I mean? So
I got a question. So you're transitioning from the military back to the real world out here. How was it? Like,
that's a good question. For me, it was easy because my upbringing, going back to you asked how I was brought up, my mom having me in the library, having me, clean, and I had responsibilities, and I was always reading. So transition from the military, I already pretty much knew how to be an adult. You know what I'm saying? The military didn't teach me discipline. That's my mom and my great grandmother.
As you know, there's a lot of people go in the military, come out and just lose their mind.
And that's what I'm saying. You see me. I'm not those people.
Right.
It was people be going. People, the suicide rate is so high.
I wouldn't even know he was in the military until you said it. You know.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that was big L's turned to W's for sure.
Okay, so what projects do you got coming that I guess what song do you have that probably you feel like could get you signed if somebody, the right person, heard it?
Man, probably any one of my songs. They all so different. I'm so versatile. If you know what you're listening to, I don't want to get signed though. That's not something I want to do at all.
Independent for life.
Just throwing that out there. Yeah, we CEO, we all CEOs in here, ain't that right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we all run our own business. We are the business.
So I guess, do you feel like a partnership would be the same as getting signed, or that's gonna be different?
What kind of partnership? Like with the label?
Yeah, kind of like Master P, like a 85-15,
Okay,
where you
yeah.
make more than with the label.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because I was just telling my mom, if I am offered a label deal, I'll go, knowing I'm not signing nothing. But I'm going to have a conversation and see where we can go moving forward. So yeah, a
Distribution.
partnership. Yeah, distribution. Yeah, because we have to do that anyway. You know what I mean? We have to pay for ads, sponsorships, whatever. If you got somebody like that who you can, put money,
Have them do it for you.
get in the money, and you do what you know how to do. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let me switch it up again. Okay, do you feel like it's possible to have a serious relationship with like a stripper or like a porn star?
That's another good question.
You feel?
Wow.
I think you can.
And I can speak from experience. You just have to be, I guess, secure, and the communication has to be there. Yeah, I think so. And I mean, it all depends on the people, because I'm speaking from my experience. Everybody's different. If you're gonna be loyal, then yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I could deal with somebody just nutting your girl. And
We're not talking about that. You
I'm
said
talking about porn.
stripper.
I'm talking porn star too.
Oh,
Like,
you said, see, you didn't
strippers
say
and
porn
porn stars,
stars.
yeah.
See, you didn't say that.
I said it, you didn't hear. You didn't hear that part.
I don't
Okay.
think I'd be upset if I had a porn star chick and she said I couldn't fuck with other women. Because I'm like, real, she might be like, yeah, that's my job, so that's the only reason I'm doing it.
Yeah, hell,
That ain't your
absolutely
job.
not.
You can't get
put in that position.
My,
so I'd be like, hell no.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, that's your job, but check this out though. Like, hey, your job.
Yeah, no, I don't know about
Yeah,
porn.
let me do what I do.
If you doing porn, we gonna have to do it together or not at all. That's how I feel. I'm not dating no porn star.
Okay.
Absolutely
I
not.
date one though.
Not
But
serious.
that's
Alright, have fun, date, enjoy. Time
that's
together,
dating.
but not
Yeah,
on the
fuck
same
around and
day.
date the same day.
Absolutely.
I ain't saying let's get married.
Okay, so have you ever
That shit be exciting.
caught feelings for somebody like while you was in a relationship already?
No. And you wanna know why?
Why?
Because I don't put myself in that position. I look too good. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? A lot of people be putting people in the friend zone who you just need to cut them off.
Fact. I'm glad that you said a hell of a handful of that.
Yeah.
People be putting motherfuckers in friends on they should cut them off.
Yeah.
Just because you can get whatever you can get out. That's Atlanta all day.
Okay, I asked him
Man,
again. I asked the real 100 this early. Okay, so if you got a call, right? Let's just say you on the road. You know what I'm saying? You get off stage, and you know what I'm saying? You got some sons, and they call you and say, "Hey, your son was
What age? You
twerking."
gotta tell them what age.
Let's just say they like 11, right?
He said 6 years old. Bro, well, go ahead.
We're gonna go with 11. Let's say they 11, and you get a call saying they was twerking. Your son was twerking with another dude in the class. So, what would be your response? You gonna be like, you just don't do that at school, or that ain't cool? Or what would you say to your son?
That's another great question. I really like your questions.
Appreciate it. People be like they off the wall with it.
No,
Yeah,
this
they
is
wrong.
it. And this is easy for me. Like, this is what I want. I don't want no simple, basic, like, let me think about it. Let me, you know, let's really get into what's going on.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah, first of all, that's inappropriate. But I obviously would have to have a talk with my son, like, you know, what are you going through? What do you know, how does this make you feel? Why would you do that? You know, I wouldn't be aggressive about it. I wouldn't be, you know,
You get to the root of the problem.
first.
See what's going on.
But that's ridiculous, though. For somebody's son to be twerking at school, that's absolutely unacceptable.
Yeah, they was like grinding on each other.
Yeah, that's
They wasn't
unacceptable.
just ass popping. They was like,
Yeah.
that was crazy.
But if you already are a parent that's involved a certain way before that starts to happen, then you gonna already know, you know what I'm saying, the types of talks and conversations you need to have with your children. And you said that was at school?
Yeah. They was in front of the class. It like about 30 kids in the class.
Oh,
Two
man.
boys just grinding.
Yeah, he fucked me up. He asked me that question.
You
I was like,
11?
huh?
Yeah, they looked like it was maybe like 8 to 11 or something like that. I couldn't really tell.
Yeah. And then the reason I wouldn't, let me just put this out there, at that age, I know this from experience. I never thought about, oh, I'm gay. But I knew how I felt about little girls. And I knew how I didn't feel about little boys. And even in, you know, coming up, nobody, like, it would be like at daycare. 5 or 6 years old. The boys will be, you know what I'm saying, talking to the little girls. I was always with the girls. But in my head, I'm not gay. I just know I don't want to sit over there with the boys like the other girls doing. To me, I was just living. So maybe they was just dancing. I don't know. Maybe they wasn't thinking, oh, this is what I'm attracted to or whatever. But you never know. That's the parents.
Okay,
The
so
parents' responsibility.
so are you sexually attracted to guys?
I'm not. No.
You're not sex. Okay.
And you know, I'm glad that's another good question. I love men to death, but I feel like the sole attraction that I have to men is more like on a sister, or even a mother level, like, you know what I'm saying? But as far as sexual attraction, no, not at all.
We're gonna do one more question and we're gonna have to get out of here. Okay. So if you with your girl, right? Y'all get married, and y'all. Okay, let's just say you pull up with your mama, right? And your girl is chilling, because it was a video. And your mama, your wife see your mama in the front seat and be like, you need to get out the front seat. I want to get in the front. Like, who do you feel supposed to be in the front, your wife or your mama?
Absolutely. What? First of all, the mom is already in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
No, whoever's girlfriend that is, should have just sat in the back seat. Like, where y'all going? Why you gotta be in the front seat? Got like, you know.
She just feel like
She
I'm
entitled.
the head honcho,
What?
like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Put your mom in the
like,
back seat, basically.
I told him, I was like, I would just get in the back and I'll let one of them
That's
drive.
exactly.
So they avoid the whole
Yeah.
confrontation.
Yeah. And you gotta know that. Even if you do feel like you need to be in the front seat, don't come between somebody and their mama. Come on now. Sit your ass down in the back.
That nigga ain't get no pussy tonight, boy. She gonna be like, boy, you let your motherfucking mama sit in the motherfucking front seat? You know this right out there.
Because we really, like, whatever video you saw, maybe, like, we don't know what happened. We don't know the situation between the mother and the girlfriend. But sometimes you just have to know how to diffuse situations. Especially if people gonna be petty or whatever. Like I said, we don't know the situation. But
I gotta go look at that video.
she should have just sat down.
I'll send it to you. Okay. Why should people listen to Kaylis Unique?
Y'all should listen to me, because in 10 years, you're gonna listen to my music again and be like, oh, that's what she been talking about this whole time. And it's all gonna make sense. That's why.
Alright, go ahead, call out your handles or whatever.
Oh, I'm Kaylis Unique everywhere. KaylisUnique. That's on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud. My email, KaylisUnique@outlook.com. Kaylis Unique.
Okay. You want to say anything? The real 1-000-4 before we get
Hey
out of here?
man, it's your boy the Real 1-000. Follow me at the Real 1-000. Literally no pressure. We had a good show. Appreciate you, Kaylis Unique, for coming out. Turned up on great interview. Let's get it.
Alright, okay. I guess we gonna let me see if I can play your song on the way out.
Oh yeah, let me say one more thing right quick. Thank you so much for having me. Like the questions were dope. Like this was good. I appreciate it. Yeah.
You know, I had an interview one time where I got calls saying take the original interview down, but I ain't even gonna get into that. I be saying some shit that it be making people say some shit they ain't gonna normally say. So
Right.
that's why I wanted to have this platform, because like I was going on to like a interview thing, like going around getting interviews, and everybody's asking the same shit, and some people they don't even. Okay, if you don't have like stuff written down, like at least have 10 questions you can ask me, and you'll go somewhere where they be like, so it's just be like, dudes ain't even prepared for the interview.
Right.
So I wanted this platform to where I can give somebody some dope content to put up instead of the same old questions.
Yeah.
But we'll see y'all next week, man. Literally is no pressure.
Literally is no pressure.
Next Saturday 6 to 8, so make sure y'all tune in.